Be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Brady. He hits right, complete. And he takes this one down almost. All the way to the 30.
That's good for Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback. And all protected. Reload.
On the toss, here's Michel. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just said.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Pats have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. I'm coming. Mike 50.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's taken out of bounds using the line of scrimmage.
Set! 180! 50! And we got to get to the ball, Jim. We got to get to the ball.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, crunch,
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer.
The Steelers take over. Here we go. Their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game. Then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 12, Brady is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Bennett, his second sack of the night.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will take the lead at 13-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first and 10, here's Brady. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Bannon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Mike Bennett. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, here we go. 98's the mic. You better bring it. You better bring it. Go big it.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time, and what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. On 2nd down now, Michel, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw, it's Brady. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it'll be 3rd down, and the blitz does come. And he finds McDonald. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrived.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and a 2-point conversion will tie it. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And it's Michelle once again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
At the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
A give to Michelle running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Pats, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.